Hello, in this meeting. Okay, so in this meeting, we'll see all about algorithms. So let's begin by the first activity. The first activity is to implement a bubble sort of a list. So we have already seen different type of sort, okay? So what are the type of sorting that we have seen yesterday? Type of sorting. We see already the selection sorting, the bubble sorting, and the merging sorting, okay? Do you hear me? Are you with me? Okay, so let's start now by the bubble sorting. So in this project, we need to sort a list using bubble sort. How we can use the bubble sort? So repeat in the bubble sort, as if you remember, okay, we will compare the adjacents, okay, elements, okay. So repeat the length of the list -1 times, starting at the beginning of the list. Repeat for each pair of adjacent items. If the items are in the wrong order, then swap them. Do you remember the examples of yesterday? So this is my list. Okay, I need to create my list. So populate the list with letters or numbers. Run a swap block with as input value. So we will create a swap, okay, as input value, a number that is a position within the list, but not the final position, okay? And look at the code of this swapping. So the swapping is the exchange, okay, of two items, of two parameters. So we will do some swapping, okay? So we will create this swapping as a custom block because we will use this swapping in an n-1 times, okay? So in this swapping, we will give the position. We will set the variable temp to the item of the position +1 of the list. We will replace the item of position +1 of the list with the item of number of the list, and we will replace the number with the temp, okay? So are you ready for that? So this is the position. This is, for example, the position. We are here, okay? We will give this position, for example, to, okay, here for this swap, for this customer block, we will set temp. This is temp. This is my temp, okay? My variable temp. Okay, so temp now is equal to item number +1. Number +1, 2 + 1, 3. So this 1, 1. Okay, temp is equal to 1. This value. Okay, and replace item number 1 number +1. This item. Okay, 3 with the item number plus list with item 6. Okay, so here we will have 6. Okay. And replace item number of the list with temp. Here we will have temp. Okay, so this by this blocks custom block, we have exchanged the item, okay, of the position number 2 and number 3. Okay, is it clear? So this is, so now swapping pass algorithm. Now you are going to create one space key press script to implement the bubble sort, okay, of the algorithm to sort the list. So consider first the part shown below, starting at the beginning of the list. Repeat for each pair of adjacent items. If the items are in the wrong order, then drop them. This is the swapping path which progresses from the beginning to the end of the list, swapping adjacent items that are in the wrong order. So you will implement this in a custom block, do swapping path. So look now, we will do swapping path. We will set the position to 1. We will repeat the length of the list -1. If the position is greater than the adjacent, okay, so do swapping, okay, and increment the position. So this is my program. Okay, is it clear? Are you with me? Okay, so I need this one. Okay, so let's start to implement now. Okay, so we need now to create the first customer block. Okay, so this is make a block. In this block we need option number. Okay, we need this number, so it is called swap. Okay, and here the number one position. Okay, for example, position, for example. Okay, so this is my swapping. In this swapping, is it good? It is clear. Okay, in this swapping we will set temp, create a variable called temp, temporary. Okay, variable. We will set this temp to, we will create a list. Okay, so it is called my list, for example. Okay, so now we will send temp to the item. It is item to item what? To item position plus 1. Okay, to item. This is 1 here, and this is position. Okay, and we will replace item now. We will replace item, this item, with the item of number. Okay, the item here of position. Okay, and we will replace now this one, the item position, with temp. Okay, with temp. Okay, so this is my swapping. Now I need to create the algorithm of swapping. So I will create another customer block called do swapping. Do swapping pass. In this do swapping pass, I will create a variable called position. Okay, and I will set position to 1, to the first position. I will repeat how much? I will repeat the length of the list minus 1. Okay, the length of the list minus 1. Minus 1. We will repeat what? We will compare if, okay, if the item position of the list, if, so we need operators, is greater if the item of position is greater than item of position plus 1. Okay, adjacent elements. Okay, so do swapping. Swap, and what? Swap position here. Okay, are you with me? Swap position. And after swap position, we will increment, change position by 1. Okay, so this is my do swapping. Okay, do you have any question? Is it clear? Any question? What, Ibrahim? So now each position in your list will be added to one. Yeah. So we will begin by the first one. Okay, and we will compare. Okay. So this is my my swapping path. Okay. So this is my swapping, and the all you build now when the space, okay, for example, is pressed, repeat length of the list -1, do swapping pass. Okay, so this is my program. Okay, so we will test our program. So this is, we need now to fill, to add. Okay, so we will add one, okay, 1, 10, 12, 40, okay, 90 and 5. Okay, so this is my list. Okay, this is my list, and I will do swapping pass now. So I will add some elements. Sorry, I will add some events. So this is my events. When the flag is green, okay. When the flag is green, I will do swapping. Okay. Do swapping pass. Okay, so look here. This is swapping. So we need to repeat the number here, the length -1, minus, sorry, length of my list -1. So it is already okay. We will change now. Another, we will use another. Add 1, 50, 12, 40, 90, and 62. Okay. So this is okay. So this is my swapping. Okay. Do you see the result? It is sorted. Okay. It is okay now? Is meeting 6. Okay. Okay, so move now to the next activity. Okay. So now we need to enhance okay, to improve this program. So let's amend now the program to count the total number of comparisons made as the list is sorted. Okay, we need now to calculate the number of, for example, of comparisons. So we need to set, okay, to create a variable called comparison counts. Amend your program to initialize comparison count appropriately, t is equal to 0, and amend to increment the value of comparison as an appropriate point. Okay, so look here, we will add the comparison count, and we will add this comparison count in the appropriate, this is comparison count in the appropriate place. Okay, here we will add the comparison count. Okay. Okay, so in applying the bubble sort algorithm to a list of length n, there are n-1 iterations of the outer loop, and each time there are n-1 comparisons are made. Okay, so the total number of comparisons will be n-1 square. This is the number of comparison. Okay, so for example, if you have a 5-item list, so you need 16 operations. If you have 9-item list, you will have 64 iterations. If you have 10-item list, you will have 81 iterations. Okay. So let's add this this count number. So now we will add a variable called count comparison. Okay. So set count comparison now to 0 here, and we will add here the count of the change by 1. Okay. Okay, look now. So now we will have, okay, we will do another. Another one. Okay, so for example, this 100, 20, 101, 150, 84. Okay, so this we will have now a 6-item list. Okay, so normally how much we will have? We will have 6, 5 minus 1, 6 minus 1, 5 square, 25 comparisons. Okay, so this is the number of comparisons. It is 25, and this is the list is sorted. Okay, so let's try now by number of 200, this one 20, 30, not 30, 9. Okay, so this is my list now. My list, the length of my list is 8. So I will have how much operation? When you have 8, how much according to the rules? n-1 square. So it will be n-1, 7 square. 49. Okay, it will be 49. Okay, so let's try now. Okay, this is the number of comparison, 49, sorry, and this is the list sorted. Okay, do you have any question? Is it clear? Is it clear? Do you have any question now? So you will have like this, okay, these activities in your TMA, in your final. Okay, you need always you need to do some sorting. Okay, so you need to understand. You need to have an idea about the number of iterations, the number of operations. Okay, the custom blocks that we have used. How did we it is 7 because we said that for a list with 8 items, we will deduct 8 minus 1 square. Okay, so this is the rule. No, for the final still not I don't know you can have but for the TMA you are asked to do some OU build scripts, okay? For the final I don't know, I don't have any idea about the final because it will be on paper, so you will draw, sure you will draw some flow charts, you will write the algorithms, okay? Perhaps they will give you, for example, a script of code, and you will need, for example, from this script of code, you need to write the flow chart. I don't know how it can be on paper, okay? But for the TMA, for the quizzes, you will have a question about all your build. Yes, the rule is n minus 1, okay? So a 5 item will be 5 minus 1, minus 1, it will be 4 square, okay? Square of 4. Okay, this is the enhanced algorithm. Okay, so this is the end of this tutorial. Okay, if you have any question, you are welcome, okay? Do you have any question? Any question? Is it clear? Clear? Okay, thank you very much for your attendance.